Howdy folks, I'm Darren.
Oh, and I'm Susan.
Welcome to 8th Day Chronicles here at Cross Timbers Farm. Glad to have y'all with us on this last day of 2025.
Woohoo!
We're by the campfire and we're going to enjoy a cup of coffee. You got a coffee cup, sweetheart?
You know it.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Farm. Glad to have y'all with us on this last day of 2025. You got a coffee cup, sweetheart?
You know it.
I made some coffee in the percolator pot earlier, as y'all saw, and ground our own beans. And boy, is this some good coffee. It's strong, but boy, is it good.
Wind.
It's a chilly day. It's not frigid, but it's a chilly day, and this fire feels good.
It's not snowing, but it's not summer either. It's not flip-flop weather.
Yeah.
Packed us a little snack.
Yeah, we've got us a little picnic with us and everything. 2025 is coming to an end. At midnight tonight, we will welcome in 2026. And here in our family, we don't hoopla over the new year.
No.
We don't go out partying and none of that stuff. If you do, we're not judging you for that, but we don't. We celebrate it as a family, just together, looking forward to the new year and what God has in store for us. And 2025, as far as our farm goes,
was a big year of change.
Yes, change and a lot of ups and downs, lots of ups and downs. We had I'm not going to call it a disastrous hay season, but our hay season didn't go well.
Not a successful one.
Well, I'd still say we had some successes, but we had quite a few failures too. If you watched our hay season recap video back a couple months ago, I talked at length about how we lost all that last cutting in the west field where we couldn't get it dried down. And it was the second cutting in the test plot where we put it up. Had to bale it early because it was getting ready to pour the rain. And me and Susan got it up, and like 3 or 4 days later, I was testing the moisture in it. It was still testing high. And then a day or two after that, you could go into that shed and start smelling the hint of mildew, especially if you started pulling some of that hay apart. And we lost that hay. Of course, it wasn't a lot, but
So we might have had a failed year as far as business agronomic goes, but it was a successful year in learning.
yes, we did learn a lot. We accomplished some good things. We did get some really good hay out of the fields.
Yeah.
We had some friends come and buy hay, and they actually helped us in the hay field some. And then later on, when we had to cut around all that foxtail for our last cutting, we sold that hay to some horse folks, and that was really good hay too. But we lost about at least a third, maybe half of that field due to foxtail. So, you know, it is what it is. When you run into problems like that, you just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yep.
And keep the faith and keep marching forward. And eventually, I'm convinced that if you keep a positive attitude, the glass is always half full, that good things will happen.
Yeah. You don't get to see a rainbow without rain, and you don't get flowers blooming without a muddy pasture sometimes.
Yes, very true. So we did, toward the end of this year, bring some livestock back to our farm, Katahdin sheep. What do you think of them?
Why sheep? Because you wouldn't let me have goats. No, we wanted sheep for multiple reasons, but they will now eat out of my hand and follow me around like my name.
Yes, they will.
Like my name's Mary.
It's unreal.
No, I really like them.
Yeah, the sheep's doing great. They're doing great. We brought sheep here for multiple reasons. For me, the number one reason was soil health. What they're doing to our soil. Foot traffic on that soil, poop and pee, urine and feces, whatever you want to call it, on that field from where Hurricane Helene washed all of our nutrients and micronutrients and all the biome out of the soil. Our soil, midsummer, was almost kind of lifeless.
That's why we had so much foxtail. You could tell the health of the pastures by what was growing.
Yeah, we actually even saw more broom sedge coming up that we hadn't saw in our hay fields in a long time. And all of a sudden, here was a patch there and a little patch there. It wasn't as significant, but there was some starting to come back up. And the life, you could just dig around in that soil, and the life in that soil was kind of almost like dead. There was very little life in it, where that 30 plus inches of rain in a matter of just a day or two ran creeks through our field and washed away the life out of our soil. Those sheep are adding it back, and that their waste and their foot traffic and what they're doing on that soil can't really be copied.
No, you can't.
by mechanical ways. Exactly. And they're doing a great job. Second reason we got them is I love to eat lamb. So does our family. Now, these ones we brought here, we're probably not going to ever process them unless they just
Unless they're just
changes.
horrible mamas.
Yeah, if we have to cull or something like that. But me and Susan, our whole family, we love lamb. To me, there's nothing better than a loin chop from a lamb. Oh my, it's so good. So we're going to be raising them for our family and friends to eat. Food coming off our farm.
That's what a farm is. Probably the third reason is, to me, a farm's not really farm without livestock.
That's exactly right.
I mean, we've had chickens, but since the goats have been gone, it's just something's been missing from the farm, and we have livestock.
The sheep brought a life back to our farm that was missing for about 2 years.
Yeah, like children bringing life to a family.
Yes.
Livestock bring life to a farm.
Yes, even though, you know, like you said, we had chicken. And we got a surprise coming very, very soon, in about 2 weeks?
It's my Christmas present, yes, and I can't wait. And it's not a goat, unless you have a surprise you've not told me.
No, we got a surprise coming in a You want to tell them since it's going to be yours?
Yeah. It's a little Great Pyrenees puppy.
Yes, a new livestock guardian dog coming to the farm. Our current livestock dog is getting some age on her, and she's been a loyal employee of this farm for 10 plus years.
Yeah. Plus, we've learned through the years, no matter how good a livestock guardian dog is, they work better as a team.
Yes.
You need two, at least.
So Oakley's going to be training a new puppy, and it is a purebred Great Pyrenees. And we met Mom and Dad and
siblings. There were several siblings on the farm.
And they were doing a good job, weren't they? They were friendly to people, but fierce to predators.
Yeah.
Yes, very friendly toward us. And this puppy's sibling from another litter, he was a gentle giant, wasn't he?
He was
Jump
beautiful.
up on the gate and want petted and just wagging his tail and just love to see you.
Yeah, moving around with the sheep and the goats, just like they belong there. So that's what we want, something that's gentle with the livestock.
Yes.
Gentle with your invited guest, but fiercely protective of their area. So I think we'll have that in her.
I do too.
And, I'm excited to share the puppy's name, but I think we'll do that in a whole other video.
Yeah, if any of y'all don't, well, I know you don't know, we don't talk a lot about our personal lives, but my heritage is Scot-Irish from the Highlands in Ireland.
I've been trying to get him to wear a kilt, but that's not ever going to happen. I got him in some plaid.
I'm an Irishman and part Scottish, but Susan's background very close. Now my Scottish-Irish heritage goes way back, but hers is really close in that she is part Cherokee Indian.
Yeah, I really look it too, don't I?
Blonde hair and green eyes, but she is her Cherokee ancestry is pretty close. So Susan has a unique name for this puppy that goes back to her Cherokee heritage. And you want to wait to share that?
We'll wait till we introduce her.
Okay.
And they'll understand her name.
Okay, that sounds good.
But moving on, a lot of changes on the farm in 2026. We did a lot. We camped a lot.
2025.
I'm sorry, a lot of changes. Let's back up.
Yeah.
A lot of changes happened on the farm in 2025. We camped a lot.
We did early in the summer. We did.
And we love camping, but we also discovered we're more homebodies than travelers.
Yes.
But a lot of changes still coming in 2026 with the sheep and some other things that we might have planned. And even though we've been on this carnivore diet, as you've seen in other videos, I'm not fully convinced that we're going to stay there. I feel like eating local and in season or as organic and naturally grown as possible is still part of God's plan for our food pyramid.
Yep, a proper human diet.
Yeah. So I'm toying with the idea of getting someone that I know who's a very good carpenter and very skilled at some things to build me a greenhouse.
She looked at me kind of funny there. We have been toying with the idea of building us a small greenhouse. Not huge. We're not going into this commercially or nothing.
No,
this will be for us and our family, extended family and friends. You know, like maybe we've considered like maybe a 10 by 12 or a 10 by 14. You know, something like that. Small greenhouse to put up near our barn. And raised beds. And finding heirloom seeds. That is the key, I think, to eating local, seasonal. That's the second part of it is that you find heirloom seeds. Yes.
I have a freezer full of different bean seeds going back to the 30s from some family friends.
Yep.
I have some corn. I'm not sure of the age of that. I'm a little hesitant just because corn can be manipulated so easily and is so contaminated with what we have now.
Yeah, so we're considering a greenhouse, We've not decided for sure, but we're considering one for 2026 on our farm. And we bought a new hay rake. Hasn't been raked hay with yet, so we did put that together in some videos a while back, but it's just been parked idle, waiting on hay season. That's going to be a fantastic addition to our hay production, I'm positive.
And then I can't decide. I don't want to do too much at once. If we do a greenhouse, it's not gonna take a lot of time, but
Right.
it's gonna take some time. And then I'm toying with either meat rabbits or chicken tractors. And again, I don't want to just get overwhelmed.
Right.
There's pros and cons to both.
Step at a time.
Step at a time. Rabbits are, progressive. You can harvest at your leisure somewhat, and meat birds, if you've ever grown those, well, you've got a real small window of humane harvest time before
Yes.
So we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. I do still work full time.
Yes.
So
and I'm retired. So I retired from my career, but I work now more than ever. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So we are looking forward to 2026 hay season, mainly because this will be the first time in several years we're cutting hay for our own use.
Yeah, for our own animals.
Yeah, for our own animals. Now we will have an excess.
We usually do.
There's no way we will feed all the hay that we cut off this property. We might keep one cutting and off the main hay field, and that'd be it. And then the west field, the test plot, all those, and the second cuttings off all those we would still sell them because that's income for our farm. Mm-hmm. And we have friends that we sell hay to and stuff like that. So we still hope to have hay available, but not as much because we're going to be keeping at least one cutting off the main field for our own farm.
And what I've found with sheep, unlike goats, because obviously sheep are grazers and not browsers, is that as much hay as goats do. If they're standing hay, they're not going into the shed and eating hay. I'm sorry, if they're standing grass, they're not going into the shed and eating hay.
No, these Katahdin sheep are the hardiest animals I think we've ever had on this farm.
Yeah, I've seen them go in. I've seen them nibble at the hay.
I saw them do that. I saw one go in there one day and put its nose up to it and pull like a little blade of hay out and chew on it a bit and then just turn around and walk off.
Yeah, whereas this time of year, the way our pastures are set up, the goats would have already eaten down all the browse, so they wanted the hay. So we burnt through hay with the goats.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing that we're going to do that unless we have. Even a couple weeks ago when we had a lot of snow on the ground.
Oh yeah, they didn't touch it.
They still were pawing and finding grasses to
The green grass under it, exactly. Yeah. They're very hardy, which is fantastic for a farm.
They're not very vocal. I think, again, we're used to goats who are...
Yeah, we've had these sheep over a month, almost going on a month and a half. I ain't heard them make the first peep. Now, Susan says she's heard them bite her a little bit.
So here's what's funny. There is a story that the night Christ was born, that the animals talked.
Yeah.
And Christmas morning when I went out, the sheep bad at me.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my phone out to capture it, and they bad at me a few other times.
Yeah,
I've not heard them be vocal yet.
I've not heard them make a peep. Nothing. You don't even know they're out there unless you look and see the good stuff they're doing.
I've named them. He doesn't.
No, you don't name your food.
Those are not going to be eaten.
No, but they're still producing food. So if you want to name them, sweetheart, that's fine.
Well, they have names.
I'm going to call them by their numbers.
1, 2, 6, and 13. Their names are Dottie, Blanche, Sophia, and Rosie.
So, we started a new channel back. Was it
spring when we were
last spring or was it the winter before? I don't remember. It was called Cross Timbers Outside, and we kind of let that channel go by the wayside. It's still up. It's still on YouTube, and the videos we had uploaded for that channel are still there. A lot of crappie fishing and some camping and things like that. But we kind of let it go to the wayside, and I need to explain why. I found out filming fishing and filming camping, that is our R&R time. That's when we get away. When I'm gone crappie fishing and Susan's with me or whoever, that's my time to be at peace, and I'm not worrying about filming. I'm not worrying about what's going on. I'm just enjoying the moment. And it's hard to enjoy the moment when you're filming it.
Yeah.
The filming the fishing kind of turned into almost work while you were fishing.
And this channel is your work, I feel like, and I work.
Yeah, and filming while farming, especially doing hay or whatever you're doing farming, if you have a chore that's going to take you an hour, if you start filming that chore, it's going to take you 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now, that's just the filming part. I'm not talking about when you get into the office at home and start editing and all that type of stuff. I'm talking about just the filming part. Stopping the tractor, getting off, moving a camera, getting back on, filming, 100 yards worth of work on a tractor, getting back off, repositioning,
and
all
changing
that.
the battery because the battery died.
Yes.
And getting a new SD card. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
But I don't mind it for some reason in the farm setting. I just don't. It doesn't seem like work. But when I go fishing or we're camping, it all of a sudden turned into a dreaded chore.
Just a chore.
So we have discussed what we're going to do with that channel, and we think we're going to leave it up and start doing some more of this on that channel. Some outside cooking, campfire cooking.
Life skills.
Yeah, but not necessarily fishing or camping.
We might camp down here, you never know.
Yeah, and we are here on our own property down in the wooded area below our pastures. And we have this little area that we come and build campfires and cook out over it and things of that nature. And we might film some of that here for that outdoor channel. Yeah. And who knows, I might go fishing one day and just decide, heck, I want to film this today. Yeah. So the posting on there has been non-existent since last early summer, spring.
July, I
yeah.
can't remember when.
But we'll probably pick back up some there. Maybe not a lot, but some. So we're looking forward to 2026, what God's got in store for our little farm. We're looking forward to hay season. To start out 2026 hay season, probably next week, I'm going to be going to our favorite feed and seed store and buying pelletized lime to start spreading on our hay fields. And while I'm there, I'm going to check on Prowl herbicide to combat the foxtail problem. And so hay season, not the actual processes of cutting, raking, baling, but starting to prepare for hay season. We'll start next week with liming probably. Poplar wood pops and cracks like a firecracker.
Sure does.
We're looking forward to hay season in 2026. I'm the type person, the glass is half full. We paid our dues last year. This is going to be a fantastic hay season. Like I said, we got that new mower rake. I am looking so forward to using that rake, especially on our west field where it gets steep. It'll be a lot safer. Mm-hmm. A lot safer. I don't think there'll be any comparison to how much safer that rake will be to use on that sloped ground. And we're going to be using our new gathering wheels for a full hay season. And we tested them last year and they worked good once we got them adjusted right. And speaking of hay equipment, I've been working with Kyle Smith at Carver Equipment, and not sponsored or anything like that, but Kyle is a good Christian man and we're like-minded. And I shared my drawbar build with Kyle, and I gave him my full permission to copy my drawbar build. And he is working on building drawbars for those Farm Max Redlands 330 balers. I think that will be a hit because I've had a lot of folks ask me, where'd you get that drawbar? How can I get one? So if you're interested in a drawbar for your Farm Max Redlands baler, Carver Equipment will have them, and we'll have them soon, I think. Maybe already, I'm not sure. I sent my drawbar to Kyle for him to copy, and I think he's even beefed it up some from our conversations. And he's going to be sending me back one of the beefier ones that he built, that he stiffened up more than the one I had. But it's the same design. And so there'll be some Cross Timbers Farms / Carver Equipment drawbars out there ready. And I make 0 off that. I want to get that up front. Me and Kyle's just friends, and that's what friends do for one another. So I was glad to help him with that. And I think that'll be a hit, because that drawbar's fantastic.
Yep, especially on steep ground like we have.
Yes, not having to pick that little baler up and to turn around and all that type of stuff. Kyle will have them available, I think, on Carver Equipment's website sometime, if he don't already, at the time of this video. If they're not there yet, they will be very soon. So,
and there may be some chicken tractors coming up, or rabbit hutches. I'm still kind of undecided, so if you have experience with meat rabbits, let us know. We have experience with meat poultry quite a bit, but if you have experience with meat rabbits, share your experience, the pros and cons. Let me know.
Would you, if you don't do them anymore, why would you do them again? We'd like to know, because we're thinking about venturing into that.
Eventually, maybe both, but again, I don't want to get overwhelmed right now.
Yep.
But yeah, let us know in the comments if you've raised both, pros and cons of each. If you no longer raise them, let us know why.
Yeah.
Probably going to majorly increase my layer population.
Yeah, we've discussed raising some more chickens, getting a bigger flock.
We've had a lot of people ask for us to bring our egg fridge back.
Because we used to sell a lot of eggs.
I sold a lot. And, it's just a self-serve fridge.
And if you ever get used to eating farm fresh eggs and you crack them open and that orange yolk.
Yeah, you can.
And then you have to go to the store and buy pasteurized ones that's raised in a big chicken house somewhere.
Yeah, if they're lucky.
If you see the advertisements on TV, cage-free, pasture eggs, don't believe that crap. That's a sales ploy. But if you ever get used to eating farm fresh eggs from chickens that truly do free range,
eat bugs and not drugs.
Yeah, you will get to where you almost despise the taste of a pasteurized store-bought egg.
Yeah. And again, chickens are probably the easiest thing you can raise, and they're the gateway to every other animal on the property.
On the farm,
but again, having 25 or 30 chickens is no more input other than feed than having 10. But the way ours free range, except in the wintertime, we don't have a lot of input with feed. So
yeah. So we're looking forward to some of these projects. These are just thoughts. We're not 100% gonna saying yes, we're gonna be building a greenhouse. Yes, we're gonna be doing raised beds. Yes, we're gonna be doing meat rabbits. That's all kind of up in the air. The things we can say for sure is about April 2026. We should be having some lambs.
We should.
Yeah, so we're gonna have lambs coming in the spring. We're gonna have hay again this coming year. Lots of hay content, and just general farm chores and things going on. And we've decided we're not going to just completely abandon the Cross Timbers Outside channel. We're going to start uploading a few videos along, not much, but a few, of some outdoor cooking and things of that nature occasionally. So if you're subscribed to that channel, just keep your subscription, please. We'd appreciate that, because we'll be uploading some more content soon.
My mug has mushrooms, and we'll do some foraging. Prior to Helene, we did a lot of foraging.
Yes.
And we'll bring that back and bring you along.
Yes. So thank you for being with us through 2025 in our little small channel here on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Our little channel grew through the year. It's still a small channel, and we try to respond to every comment that we get on our channel. And if we don't, it's not because we are ignoring you. It's because I just was busy and didn't see it. We try to comment back and reply back to every comment because we think that much of our subscribers.
I guess 2025 was a year of courage and rebuilding.
Yes, rebuilding.
And 2026 will be more renewal.
Yep.
And faith moving forward.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Putting one foot in front of the other and trusting in God. Absolutely. Thank you for being with us. We pray y'all have a prosperous, in every way imaginable, 2026 new year.
Yep.
All right.
Sure.
Thank you for being with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your support and patronage through 2025 here on our little channel. And we surely hope that you join us for 2026 for the upcoming year. Thank you for being with us today. We're going to kick back now, turn the camera off, and we're going to have our picnic. Susan's brought us some food down, and we're going to warm it over the fire, and we're going to eat a little bit and just sit here and enjoy our time together as husband and wife. My sweet bride of 30, let me think about that a minute, 35 years. In 2026, it'll be 30. Right now, it's 34 years. I had to think about that a minute.
This may be the year of faith and grace.
Yes. So in 2026, she'll be my bride for 35 years.
You're going to tell people how old we are.
And it's been 35 years of absolute pleasure for me. Thank you for being with us here around the campfire on New Year's Eve. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to 2026. And we pray that God blesses you and your family, and we pray y'all have a fantastic day.